The ones who late, now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to cosign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boy's TV. Here we are.
Else, right now the country's going through quite a bit, and there's a lot to talk about, but now I'm not going to talk about any of that. I'm actually going to talk to you guys a little bit about something that I think you may want to consider doing during the break while you got some time at home, while you're working to better yourselves, looking for good entertainment. I don't know how many of you have subscribed to Apple TV or Apple Plus, but anyway, on Apple TV, they finally released the film The Banker. The Banker with Samuel L. Jackson and Anthony Mackie. Give me a yes or no if you heard about this movie, if you saw that this movie was coming out, or if you knew the movie was even out in the first place. Give me a yes or no. Did you know about this film? This film is, we watched it tonight, Alicia and I did, because we have been, wanting to check it out, wanted to see, if it was worth all the hype. And the short answer I will give you, for those who have short attention spans, is the answer is absolutely, absolutely yes. This movie is very, very good, very well done. The acting was extraordinary. The story was very original. Something that you don't get to see a lot in terms of stories from the black community. Usually they try to give you the help or some old cooning type stuff. In this case, they didn't give any of that. They gave something that I thought was just a really wonderful message. And you guys know, wealth and money and finance is my thing. That's what I really value. And the thing is, let me know if you guys can hear me or see me. I know one of you said you couldn't hear me. Give me a yes or no if you can hear me and see me. Can you hear me? If you can hear me and see me, give me a yes, and that way I'll know that I'm coming through okay. I as a finance guy, of course, I was excited about this movie. 2 things I'm real big on is reclaiming the strength of the black man and also building wealth in the black community. But, with the rise of the black man comes the rise of the black woman and the black family, right? So, which ultimately leads to the rise of the black community. So I was really inspired to see, 2 great actors, Samuel L. Jackson and Anthony Mackie, doing a project like this. I think it was, cool of them to do this. This was not an Avengers movie. I mean, Avengers movies are cool, but, we've seen enough Captain America and Iron Man and all that other stuff. I mean, that's all good, but this is really, I think, celebrating the Iron Men in our own community. The Captain Americas that we have in our own space. The real Black Panthers. The black men that are out here really doing the damn thing, and the strong black women that are getting it done as well. There was a strong and important role for women in this film, and I just thought it was great. So let me just break down a few reasons why I love the movie and why I recommend everybody see it. I just think it's something that you should see with your kids. I just really thought they did a really good job with this. So as I pull this up, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. And if you're interested in financial stuff, every day on theblackfinancialchannel.com, it's a black-owned daily financial news and commentary platform that gives you financial news and information from a black perspective. Make sure you subscribe, theblackfinancialchannel.com. Also follow the Black Financial Channel on Instagram as well. So here we go. All right, so the first thing I liked about this film was that they laid out a lot of really good financial lessons. In fact, I'm thinking in the Black Business School, maybe I'll give my students an assignment and tell them to all go watch the movie, and we'll have a discussion about the film because I just thought that it was great to see, like they were writing formulas on a piece of paper, and I recognized those formulas because I used to teach those formulas to my students at Syracuse. So anyway, anybody who watches The Banker, you'll see some stuff on paper, and I was sitting with Alicia. My wife is she's going to be my wife, so I'm going to call her my wife. She is a professor too, but her area is social work. So when they pulled up the little piece of paper with the formula on it, I said, "Oh, I know that formula." She's like, "You know that formula? It looks like gobbledygook to me." I'm like, no, that's the present value of an annuity formula. I talk to my students about that. Every financial asset in the universe can be valued with some variant of that equation. And so anyway, so I thought that was really cool. I thought there were great financial lessons where they were finding ways to put that into the script in terms of explaining how banks make a profit, how businesses make a profit, how bank regulation works, why loans are important for building wealth in the community. I just thought it was great. I just really think that it was just well done. Whoever did this script, I just thought I was very happy with what I saw. The other thing that I liked about it was it really pushed an awareness of how important access to capital is in the building of wealth. When banks are not loaning money to black people, it makes it difficult for black people to build wealth. That's one of the biggest challenges that we were solving in the Black Business School, and I think we have solutions, is access to capital. And so one of the misconceptions that you get, that you receive, from integration is people have told you that you need access to jobs. Access to jobs will not do nearly as much for black people as access to capital. You've always had access to jobs. There were always white people willing to hire you. What you need is the ability to hire yourselves and hire each other. Now let's see. Marcinda says, I tried to join the stock market class, but it doesn't mention the first 30 days free. It should. It's actually not free. It costs you $1. So, but if you go to theblackstockmarketprogram.com, theblackstockmarketprogram.com, it will give you access to the first 30 days for $1. If you have any confusion or aren't sure, send an email to support@theblackbusinessschool.com. We have a great support team waiting right there to talk to you. They'll explain everything to you. But people are signing up, on a regular basis, so it should be right there, pretty straightforward. So go to theblackstockmarketprogram.com. Okay, so so I like the fact that it sort of created an awareness of wealth. What I like about Garrett, the film was about two brothers, and I want to mention their names. Let me make sure I get their names. I want to say Bernard Garrett and what's the other brother's name? They're so important. I got to make sure I mention their names. Hit the thumbs up button while I dig their names up. Crap. Somebody needs to give me their names because I'm not going to move forward until I say their names. Yeah, it's called The Banker, and it's on Apple TV. And everybody should watch it, and it's really, really good. Somebody give me their names, please. Bernard Garrett and, let me see. Bernard Garrett and... I can't. Y'all can't find the names either. Crap, why are their names not on this page? Bernard Garrett Jr. Oh, no, that's the son. So let's see. Joe Morris and Bernard Garrett. They deserve to be mentioned. And so these two guys, basically what they did was they went and they bought banks and they bought major buildings by putting a white face on it. And they were actually using these banks to make loans to African Americans so they could go buy houses wherever they wanted. And I thought it was great. I thought it was brilliant. And of course, given that, white folks make the laws, they change the laws, they change the rules of the game to make sure you lose. And next thing you know, they ended up going to prison. But these guys went to prison in a Robin Hood, kind of way, where they actually went to prison for doing the right thing. And I have a lot of respect for them for that. Let's see. The acting was excellent. I think that, with Samuel Jackson and Anthony Mackie, you're just gonna get superb quality acting. Both of those guys really laid it down. What I also liked about the film was I saw, a few things that black men don't typically get from white media. They got pride, dignity, intelligence, and unity. Pride, dignity, intelligence, and unity. Yeah, these are things that, you just don't see a lot in films or projects or entertainment that involves black males. The image of the black male is somebody who wants to, kill as many other brothers as possible. That wants to, sit around, stay high and drunk, who enjoys being ignorant, who enjoys being very childlike. These men were portrayed as men in this film, and I thought that was great. I thought it was really, really just so pleasant to consider the fact that they made this tremendous sacrifice, and their legacy was being celebrated in an appropriate way. 20 years after Bernard Garrett's death. The fact that his children and his son, went back to make sure his story was told, I thought was remarkable. And, and I just thought that was great, and so, at the end of the day, I really think that, these are the types of stories that need to be told. When I talk to you guys about building a black Hollywood, and we do Black Movie Night where we feature independent black films, my goal is to see that we are supporting projects in our community made by filmmakers from our community that will allow us to be able to create films like that, right? To make sure that the image of the black man is what it's supposed to be, and and not everybody's going to get it, not everybody's going to like it, but it's okay. It doesn't matter if people like you or not. What matters is that you stand up for what you believe in, and you are able to hold down what is yours. You own something. When you have power, then it doesn't matter, who likes you and who doesn't like you. What matters is that you like yourself. So I just wanted to make sure I got out here and really told you guys how great the film was. I tell you what, I love talking to you guys, but one thing I will tell you guys right now, point blank, is I don't fight with black people, especially black people who don't have any vision or whatever. Like, I'm here to talk to intelligent black people. So sometimes, because my name gets out there are people that might, say things on the internet, and I'm sure people love to do videos about me, and I think it's great. They should. But at the end of the day, I think you got to ask yourself, who's benefiting me and who's not, right? So at the end of the day, if you think that what you're learning here benefits you, then this is the place for you. If it doesn't benefit you, this is not the place for you, because we're here to build. We're not here to talk about stupid stuff. All right, so anybody asking stupid questions is not gonna, I'm not gonna give you a response on that, because I'm trying to focus on building. All right, so let's see. Dieta says, Boyce, what do you teach in the black stock market classes? Good question. We talk about everything in terms of breaking down how stock prices work, where stock prices come from, volatility, volume, all the aspects of investing that you want to understand. Pretty much everything that you would need to know to not just be able to invest for yourself, but to also be able to teach others to invest. Because what I really want you to do is I want you to be able to go back to your family, and I want you to be able to teach your family. When they say each one teach one, that really does apply. Because here's the deal. Here's what would be better than a reparations plan. People talk about reparations, and that's fine. But one thing I don't like about reparations plans is that it depends too much on white people. I don't believe white people are going to save black people. I just don't believe that. Maybe I'm a pessimist. Maybe I need to be proven wrong. But I just don't believe white people are going to save black people. So basically, my argument for a reparations plan is, if you have, a couple million black people who think the way the men thought in this movie. In this movie, their goal was to own property. Bernard Garrett's character, one move that he made that was critical is he made the decision to go from being a renter to being an owner of real estate. And once you make that decision, once you make that leap, you own property, and you're able to actually get things done and make things move. And so ultimately, at the end of the day, people, at the end of the day, what happens is that you then are in a different position in this society. So, if you have children, make sure you tell your children the importance of ownership. Also, another big move you can make is when you start investing in the stock market. A lot of wealth is created in the stock market. That's why you have a gap in wealth between the rich and the poor, or the rich and everybody else, or the white and the black, is because those who invest in the stock market tend to have more wealth than other people. So those two moves alone is enough to change everything for several generations. The last piece is entrepreneurship. Communities and cultures that have more entrepreneurs tend to do better economically. The Jewish community has a very high percentage of people that want to own businesses. In fact, that's how they created all of Hollywood. They created all of Hollywood because they couldn't get integrated into things. So they couldn't get integration. So they said, well, let's just build something of our own. And out of that came Universal Studios, came Warner Brothers, came MGM. Like, all these big Hollywood studios came out of the Jewish community because they had a commitment to building something for the future. They had a commitment to entrepreneurship. Those are the three ways that people build wealth in this country. And what I love about this film is that they talk about that. They go directly into that. They go directly into talking about access to capital. And what I really want you to do is to realize also that you ain't got to wait for nobody. You don't have to wait for Congress. You don't have to wait for white people. All you got to do is wait for yourself. And if you do certain things on your own, then the sky's the limit. And so I love the film. I just thought that they did a great job by putting it together. Let me ask you a couple of questions. Let's see. Boyce, everyone won't like you. Get over that and keep striving. We will have to shed blood for reparations. Absolutely true. Yeah. I don't care if anybody likes me. I just like myself, and that's all that matters. How much is the class? The stock market investing class, the regular fee is $89 a month, about $3 a day, which is less than, a trip to Popeye's Chicken or whatever, but it's better than any class you ever took in college. And universities, Syracuse University now, I think last I checked, they charge $70,000 a year. So what I did was I put together something better than what I taught my students at Syracuse, but I charged $3 a day, which is an amount that anybody can afford. The first month is just $1, so you can try it out for just $1. And if you don't like it, then you can just cancel, or you can just get a refund, get your dollar back. But that's as low as we can go. We can't do everything for free because you can't run a business on free. And number two, I'm really more interested in doing business with people that want to invest in themselves. People who expect everything to be free, they tend to have a certain mindset. You know, why would you go pay for products that white men offer you and pay full price for those, but then when the black business comes along, you want everything for free? I don't want that mindset around. That doesn't benefit anybody. That's a lopsided transaction, and I can't participate in that. So let's see here. Make it sound so easy by just saying, oh, made the decision to go from a renter to a landlord. The only way to do that is to acquire capital. Yeah, that's true, but you know, there's basic things you can take. So one thing that doesn't cost you any money is you can go just spend time learning real estate, just understanding how it works. And then what you do is I had a friend who told me that she had a job where she was making maybe $25 an hour or something like that, and she would spend money getting her hair done. And she felt like it was important to go from being a renter to an owner. So she said, I'm going to spend a year doing my own hair, and the money I spend on hair, I'm going to save that toward my down payment. So she did that for a year. So it was uncomfortable for a year, but she made that sacrifice. And then after a year, she put a down payment on her first property. And last time I checked, she has 5 properties that she is the landlord of. And she said that the white people are always astonished when they find out that a black woman is their landlord. And nobody gave it to her. You know, her parents didn't pass her a bunch of money. She just had a mindset, and she made a sacrifice. So the question that you must always ask yourself is, when you don't have success, you must say, well, did I make the sacrifice? Where did I sacrifice? If you do not sacrifice, you will not have success. So when you say, well, where is my success? I need you to also flip it on yourself and say, well, where is my sacrifice? You can't harvest anything if you plant no seeds. So when you're looking for the harvest, you have to say, well, where did I plant the seeds? So anyway, let's see, Dr. Boyce, I'll give it a try. Thank you for all you do. Well, thank you for giving us a try, and let us know how you feel. You know, we care about the students very much in the Black Business School. We have thousands and thousands of really happy people out there that put videos out there. Feel free to email support@theblackbusinessschool.com. The agreement that we make with anybody who joins the Black Business Schools, we just simply say, look, if you're not happy or if you feel like something wasn't up to the standard that you'd like, tell us how we can make it better. Tell us what we can do to make it better. That's it. You know, because we're trying to build a black-owned university. We believe black people should be educating black youth, not white people. Why would we give all of our wealth to other people to educate us when we can do it on our own? And that's just my 2 cents. All right, so let me see here. Where's the contingencies if SHTF? I don't know what SHTF means. I'm sorry. Sacrifice and risk of the pain felt to the healing of success. I agree. I'm tired of being broke. I agree. I was tired of being broke too. How's the stock market since the coronavirus outbreak? Oh, the stock market's been getting pummeled, but the good thing is that America's on sale. You know, a lot of people feel that there are lots of great companies, solid companies that are going to make plenty of money that also were hit, due to almost like a type of false identity situation where there were companies that were solid companies that are going to be fine that also saw a drop, because when there's a systematic decline in the market, almost every stock gets hit, or tons of stocks get hit. And some of those stocks are actually quality companies, so they're actually trading for less than what their true value is. At least that's what some of the experts are saying. So actually, in the Black Stock Market Program, if you guys want to see exactly which stocks I'm buying and why and what industries I'm picking out, there's a section at the very bottom of the curriculum section that says what Dr. Boyce is buying. So I do a video about once every day or two in which I tell you exactly what I'm buying and why. So feel free to check it out. It's theblackstockmarketprogram.com, theblackstockmarketprogram.com. Please hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, and I saw some of your comments. I answered a few of them, and I think I saw a couple of questions in here that were just silly, and I ain't got time for silly stuff. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to ignore the silliness. Let's see. When you have time, Dr. Boyce, watch my film and give some feedback. That's a good point. Thank you for sharing that. Email your film. We have Black Movie Night where we're supporting black filmmakers who make independent black films. We also have a film division, Boyce Watkins Films. So we've made some movies, Resurrecting Black Wall Street. We've made The Black Love Blueprint, Raising a Black Scholar, etc. We're doing some other projects as well out in Los Angeles as we speak. And those are going to be released. But we're also supporting black filmmakers that want a platform. So we're having these digital film festivals online called Black Movie Night. And so you can check out the schedule at blackmovienight.net. Also on blackmovienight.net, if you go to the bottom, there's an email email address you can send your film project to if you want to be considered. Now, we're not going to select everybody, right? You have to meet a certain standard. But if we select your film, we'll reach out to you. You can come in. We bring in a couple thousand people, and we show the movie, and then we have a discussion afterward. And the goal of this, the reason for this, is not just for us to have a good gathering where we can all be together and talk and just be black, just have fun together, right? Be black in public. But also because the key to building an industry is all you need your producers and your consumers, right? So we're bringing together those who are producing quality black films who no longer have to sit around and wait for a white guy to go purchase their film, and we're putting them in front of black consumers. And we're saying to the consumers, look, if you see that a black person is making a good movie, or you see Kweli TV that's out there, Kweli, Kweli TV, they are the black Netflix, they have a great app, they show lots of black movies. If you support them as much as you support white folks, then we can have our own industry. We can have our own Hollywood, right? But it's going to require conscious consumption because we unconsciously give away about $1.3 trillion a year to other people. So my goal is to say, let's take a piece of that $1.3 trillion and let's redirect that back into our community. So that's my what I call my Reparations plan. You've got reparations and you've got Reparations. Reparations are the things that are going to really make a difference, literally lead to a multi-trillion-dollar wealth transfer within one generation, maybe two. But reparations, that's what Congress is going to do when they get around to it, and it probably won't be even a fraction of what you really deserve, and that's just my belief on it. But again, maybe I'm a cynic, I don't know. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. The URL is theblackstockmarketprogram.com. The first 30 days will cost you $1. That's it. Also, the blackmillionairesoftomorrow.com. Blackmillionairesoftomorrow.com is our program for kids. That also is discounted for the first 30 days for $1. So you got kids at home and you want them to be wealth builders for the future, sign them up at blackmillionairesoftomorrow.com. And you're going to be really happy. And our guarantee, in fact, is that if you don't feel that your child has a college level understanding of investing by the time they're done, then let us know. We'll give you your money back. We're very happy to do that. So I'm out of here, guys. Take care. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Be good. And go see The Banker. It's a very good movie. Check it out. All right. Bye-bye.
Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones who late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to cosign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boy's TV. Here we are.